Alright, what is up guys? CodeBro29 is back with a brand new video. I'm sorry my microphone still isn't working. I need to get a new one, but so I'm using a built-in microphone right now. I apologize for that. But we are doing part 5 to our Fall Guys series today. We are going to be finishing it up pretty much. We're going to be doing the shop, and that's pretty much going to finish it. And then next week I'm going to show you how you can add your new maps and stuff like that, okay? So make sure you're subscribed and click that notification bell and leave a like on this video because you are not going to want to miss out on any future videos on the channel. Alright, so how are we going to do this? So first off, open up the toolbox and you're going to grab the last kit in the link in the description, which is Fall Guys Part 5. Just put that in, just drag it into your game, okay? And now you can find the kit somewhere. Oh, it didn't drag in for whatever reason. That's strange. Alright, let's try that again. Just go ahead and click it instead of dragging it in. Click. Boom, it is in the game. Alright, so this is our Fall Guys Part 5 kit. And what we're going to do for this is we are going to go ahead and ungroup the kit, okay? So we can come over here and hit Control U or Command U to ungroup it. And we have all these different parts, so I'm going to go ahead and click this right here. So this is the equip zone. We can hit Control R twice or Command R if you're on a Mac, and that will rotate it, and then we can drag it over here by the qualified box, okay? And then let's hit F to focus on it. So at this point we have this equip zone like near, not quite behind, but near the qualified box. And then so yeah, this is going to be right here. This is working fine. And yeah, so today we're going to be doing the shop like I said, and let's go ahead and do that. Well, we're already doing that. So we have this right here, and let's hit Control U or Command U to ungroup this, and you'll notice it creates a new model called Equip Zone. So this is, you're going to want to leave everything in here just as it is, or else it's not going to work, okay? Alright, so now we have another part that says ungroup in server script service. We can go ahead and scroll down and put it inside of server script service and hit Control U to ungroup it. This is just a quick leader stats. It's just really tedious to have to write it out, so I just decided to write it out for you guys. You're welcome. For this last one, we have ungroup in starter GUI. We can just scroll down, put it inside of starter GUI and ungroup it. So this is going to have all of our shop stuff required, okay? And you can come in here and we can just see the shop frame. We can hit visible equals true, and you can kind of see what this shop is going to look like. So I think this is going to look cool. Alright, perfect. So that's looking fine. Let's go ahead and get right on into the scripting. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to have them either purchase or equip a skin if they own it, and do that. Oh, also one other thing, you can now finally, it's been so long, but you can finally delete all the skins in your lobby, okay? At the end I'll show you how you can add your own skins to this shop, because this is what we're working with right here, okay? Alright, so here are our 5 skins, and I'll show you how this works. So we are going to head on into our starter GUI, into our shop GUI, and then inside of our shop frame. And we can just make this visible for a second. And so as you can open it up, and you can see that there's a ton of stuff in here. There's this open shop, there's this closing, and then there's, if you open up the picture, there's a button that says purchase or equip. And inside of it, there's a value in each of these that are specific to the skin. So yeah, we're going to be working with that. So let's insert this local script into the shop frame. And we are going to go ahead and write out a function. So the first thing I want to do, though, really quick, is I'm going to go ahead and insert a remote event into replicated storage. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we can insert a remote event into replicated storage right here, remote event, and we're just going to call this remote event check ownership. Ownership, okay. And then inside of our local script, let's just say, alright, so we're just going to say function, and then let's give it a name. We're going to call this on click, okay. Perfect. And then, so this function is going to run whenever the player clicks to either equip or purchase a skin. Okay, so we can say, all we're going to say here is game. Actually, first we have to define some parameters. So right here, we're going to say, let's say, sorry, 1 second. Let's just say, skin, comma, type, comma, amount. Let's not name it type because that's gonna get in the way. Let's call it currency type, okay? Because there are coins and there are crowns, and we're going to have them use specific ones for each of them, okay? So we can say, and then all we have to say really is game.replicatedStorage dot what did we call it? Check ownership colon fire server with the skin, comma, currency type, comma, amount. And that is it. So that is our function on click, but we need to start, we need to call it whenever they click something. So we're going to say script.parent. So this local script is inside of the shop frame. So we're finding the shop frame, and then we're going to find one of these buttons, one of the skins. So we can say .pink. We're going to start with that one. Dot text button, I think it was. No, purchase/equip. Ooh, that's going to get in the way. Pink. So rename. So go into the all of these buttons, and where it's all of the images, and where it says purchase/equip, just rename it to purchase or equip. All of them, okay? Purchase or equip won't take long. Purchase or equip. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. Purchase or equip. And last one. Purchase or equip. Alright, so we can say .pink.purchase or equip. And let me just close out all these images now, because we don't need them. Purchase or equip. Mouse button one click colon connect on click. Okay, and then let's add one more right here, and we're just going to define some parameters. So we're going to say, let's define some variables first. So let's say local pink equals script dot parent, not archiveable, dot parent dot pink dot purchase or equip. And then let's go ahead and duplicate this line. So hit Control C, sorry, copy, not duplicate. Paste it here, and we can change this to blue. Change that to blue, okay. And let's drop another line. Paste. We're gonna call this one light blue. Change where it says pink to light blue as well. Drop another line. Paste. Change this to red, and where it says pink, change that to red. And one more. Paste right there, and we can say green and green. Alright, so now this is going to make it so much easier to define these variables. So we can just say pink dot, and then we can see there are already these values inside of these, the amount, the skin, and the type. So we're going to pass through all these. We're going to pass through pink dot skin dot value, comma, pink dot, what's next? Type dot value, and comma, pink dot skin, oh sorry, not skin, amount dot value, okay? So that is going to pass through all of these parameters, all right? And what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this line, this entire line, line 12, or maybe a different line, but this whole mouse click, copy it, drop another line. Nope. Sorry, we don't need that. Wait, what happened? Alright, so it looks like we do need two of these parentheses at the end, okay? And let's paste another one, okay? And we're just going to change all these line by line. We're going to call this blue. And actually, I just realized that we can actually just change this to say pink dot mouse button one click and blue dot mouse button one click, because we've already defined these variables, so that makes it a lot easier. So now wherever it says pink, we're just going to change that to blue, blue, blue. Let's copy this. Let's copy this line right here, drop another line, paste it here, and we're just going to do this one for light blue. Light blue, and we can say light blue, not there. Wherever it says blue, change that to light blue, and the last one right here, light blue. Okay, drop a line, let's paste another one, and we can say this time red, and change all these blues to red. I know it's a little tedious, but it's worth it because we're going to have a shop at the end of this. Alright, so we can change this one to green. Green, so wherever it says blue, green, green. So that is all we need for this, and that's going to just pass through these variables whenever they click one of these buttons. Okay, so yeah, we are going to, that should work just fine. And just before we say local pink, let's just add this so that we can kind of have some security. We can say local frame equals script. Let's just say script dot parent colon wait for child shop frame. So we're just kind of waiting until everything's loaded in. Okay. In our local script inside of the frame. The shop frame, in that local script, change all these script.parent.pink, just say colon wait for child, and then we're gonna change it so it's like this, okay? Pink, like that, okay? So let's go ahead and copy this line of code, get rid of the rest of these really quick, because we're gonna change these in a second. Blue. And then blue, okay, and then let's drop another line. This one's going to be light blue, and we can just say light blue colon or dot purchase very quick. Drop a line, red, red, drop a line, green, and green. Alright, so that should help some of those errors that were going off for me. Alright, one more thing to fix, okay, and what we're going to do here is we are going to put this inside of a function. So this is in the same script, okay, and we're going to get rid of all these lines, so some debugging we're going to be doing, and we're going to get rid of all this. So we have colon connect function, and we're just going to drop a line like that, and we're just going to say on click, and then we can just pass these parameters now. So we're going to say pink dot, and then we're going to rewrite all this. I know it's tedious, but you're making a game. You kind of got to do some things like this. So we can say pink dot skin dot value, comma pink dot type dot value, comma pink dot amount dot value. Okay, and then we're going to do the same for all these once more, so we can copy that, paste it a few times. Okay, and then we're just going to change this next one to blue. Okay, and we're just going to change these all to blue, blue, blue. Nope. Next is going to be light blue, and then we can say light blue, light blue, light blue. All right. And this one is red, and then we can say red, 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 lots of stuff, green, green. So we're changing the pink on all these just to be the same color, so green. So we have all these now. Alright, so we have that working. Let's go ahead and make this shop frame invisible again, and we're going to pick it up on the server side, and then we're going to check to see if the player owns the skin or if they're trying to buy the skin, okay? So inside of our remote handling, do we not have a remote handling script? We do. We have to, right? Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to insert a new script into server script service, and we're going to call this script remote handling. Okay, and we can get rid of this. All right, and what we're going to say is we're going to say game.replicatedStorage.check ownership dot on server event colon connect function. Okay, and we're going to have some parameters, right? Player, comma, skin, comma, type, comma, currency, type, comma, amount. Okay, so this is the player that clicked the button, the skin that they want to purchase, what kind of currency it's going to cost, and how much, okay? We don't really need all of these, but I'm just going to pass them through anyway. Okay, wonderful, and let's see. we're first going to check to see if they own, actually we do need all these, I apologize, we do need all these, okay? So we're going to check to see if they own it, so own the skin that they want. So in here I have this leader stats script, and it has this thing, all these skins have a value called owns and then whatever skin it is. So we can just say if player.player data, because I created a folder called player data, and then we can say find first child, and then parentheses owns skin then. Okay, so we're checking to see if they already if they have that first, just so there are no errors. Then we can say local owns skin equals player.player data find first child owns and then skin. And then, so this is just saying their own skin value, that's owns skin. So we can say if owns skin equals true, then, so if they own the skin, and then we can also say else, and let's just go ahead and print this out real quick. Print, they own the skin, otherwise print, they don't own the skin, alright? And then we are going to have a couple more remote events. We're going to insert a remote event right here. We're going to call this one, what's this one going to be called? Equip. And then we're going to insert one more. And you probably could guess it. We're going to call this one purchase. So we have a purchase and an equip one. Okay. So under here where they own the skin, we want them to be able to equip it. So we can say game.replicatedStorage.equip fire client player, skin, currency type, amount. And then let's go ahead and copy that, drop a line, and we're going to do the same, except we're going to do this one for purchase. So we're firing the client with all these variables. So we're passing around these kind of in a ton of different spots, but you're going to get why in a minute. So in here, let's go back to our started GUI where we have equip. Let's go ahead and insert a local script into there, okay? So let's insert a local script into equip. And then we can say game.replicatedStorage.equip.onClientEvent connect function. And then we have different things to pass through. We have the, sorry, what were they? The skin. This can be lowercase if you want. Skin, currency type, amount. Okay, we don't need the player because this is on the client side. Okay, and we can say here we're gonna just say script.parent.visible. Actually, script.parent.parent.visible equals true. Trust me for a second, okay? And because we're going to move this local script into this button that says equip, not the frame, okay? Inside of the equip button. And then we can drop a couple lines and say script.parent.mouse button one click, connect function. And let's drop another line. And we can say game.replicatedStorage.equip fire server skin, current. We don't even need the currency type anymore. We just need the skin, okay? So we're going to fire the server because basically what this is saying is when they decide they're going to equip it, we're going to have something that checks. It's going to say, are you sure you want to equip the skin? And if they click equip, then it will equip the skin, okay? And we'll have one more thing to do that. So otherwise, we can just have this don't equip right here. Let's insert a local script into don't equip, and all we can need to say is script.parent.mouse button one click connect function. And then we can say, what are we going to say here? We're going to just say script.parent.parent.visible equals false. So we're going to make this equip invisible, okay? So trust me on this, don't change the order of this GUI unless you really know what you're doing, okay? Alright, so that's looking great. Let's go ahead and do it if they want to purchase it. So inside of our purchase, we have this little don't purchase that's already set up for you. But in this purchase, let's go ahead and insert a local script. Okay, and we can just say game.replicatedStorage.purchase.onClientEvent connect So this is saying whenever the player wants to purchase it, we're going to do this, and we can just have 3 different variables as well. We're going to have skin, comma, currency type, comma, what was it? Amount. That's it. Okay, and we can just say, what are we going to say at this point? We're just going to say, sorry, I'm kind of doing this a little bit from memory. We can say game. We're first going to say script.parent.parent.parent.visible equals true. Drop a couple lines, script.parent.mouse button one click connect function. So if they click that they want to purchase it, then we're going to let them purchase it. So we can say game.replicatedStorage.purchase fire server with the skin, comma, currency type, comma, amount. Okay, so we have all this information that's getting passed around everywhere, but it's going to work in the end. So we can just say, let's enter, or inside of our remote handling, we're going to do the rest of this right now. So we're going to have a game.replicatedStorage, sorry, not first, storage.equip.onServerEvent connect function, and we can do player, comma, skin, comma, dot currency type, skin, comma, currency type, comma, amount, and we're going to do the same thing right here. We're going to drop a couple lines and say game.replicatedStorage.purchase.onServerEvent connect function, player, comma, skin, comma, currency type, comma, amount. So again, we're kind of passing information around. I did make a mistake though. We don't need the skin, currency type, or amount in the first one. Just the player and the skin, okay? So player, comma, skin for the first one. We need all this information for the second one. Down here we can drop a line. So we have these 2 remote events. Alright, so that's working well. And we can just say, let's do the equip first. So we're going to, so let me quickly show you. In this model that I prepared for you with the equip zone, it has all these little parts in here. Let me try and show you. Right here, look. So inside of here we have this pink spawn, this red spawn, this light blue spawn, this blue spawn, this green spawn, and then this is just the base plate right here, okay? Perfect, so that's looking nice. And then what we're going to say is we're going to say local character equals player dot character. So we're just getting a reference to their character. We can also just say workspace wait for child character. Oh, sorry, that's not what you're supposed to do. Player dot name. Okay, and then what we're gonna do now is we are going to load their character. So we're gonna say character load character. They load their character, which means we're going to make them respawn. So it's going to make them respawn here. That way we can move them back over and dress them up. Because the Fall Guys morphs are a little weird in that way. You have to reset your character before you can change. And then we're just going to come up here into, maybe it's workspace. I don't think, no, it's not. Okay. In players, we're going to come down here and we're going to find the respawn time, and we can set that respawn time to maybe 2, okay? And then in the remote handling, we're just going to say wait to local, or we don't even need the local now. We can just say character equals workspace wait for child player dot name, and we can just say if character then, because maybe their character left, maybe the player left, and then we'll get some errors. We don't want that. So if they still are in the game, we're going to let them dress up. So we're going to say local part to spawn equals game dot workspace wait for child, sorry, not workspace wait for child, dot equip zone find first child, and then we can say skin dot quotation marks spawn, and then we can say character dot humanoid root part dot position equals part to spawn. Oh, what was that? Part to spawn dot position. Okay, so we're gonna put them right over the morph so that they can fall down, get morphed, and then we're gonna wait a second, let them come back over and get spawned. So we're gonna come over here really quickly and let's just insert a part. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. We're just going to find our spawn location. So you need a spawn location, okay? And we can say, we can drop a couple lines and we can say wait 2 seconds. We're gonna give them 2 seconds to get dressed. Actually 1. And we can say character dot humanoid root part dot position equals game dot workspace dot spawn location dot position plus vector 3 dot new 0, 5, 0. So we're going to spawn them right after they get into their morph. We're going to spawn them just above the spawn location, so they're going to spawn right about here, and they'll just fall down onto the base area. So there will be a problem with the there will be a problem if people are getting changed during the round. So in our round handling, right, we have a round handling script, and as soon as they join the game, as soon as they're in the round, they get this tag called in game. So we're gonna check to make sure they're in the game. Okay, so in our open shop, we can just go to that local script, and we can just quickly say if game.players.localPlayer find first child in game, then let's copy this and get rid of that line, okay, and we can say print in the game, and then we can say else, then paste that line, okay? So we're only going to let them go into the shop if they are in the game. Obviously, you might want to do a remote event for that. We're just not going to get into that because that's something you can do on your own. But let's go ahead and test it from here, because we have done a lot of coding and not a lot of testing. So let's test it, right? So we're in our testing. We can open the shop because we are not in a game right now. I don't have any coins or crowns, so I'm going to go ahead and give me some. I'm using a very helpful plugin called InCommand, but you can always just go into the server and do it that way by hitting current server and changing both your values. But I'm just giving me some coins and crowns. So now let's try this out so we can see what happens. So I'm going to click the purchase pink. This is the moment of truth. Would you like to purchase the skin? Yes. And let's see if this changed. Let's open player data. Owns pink.value. Oh, we haven't done purchasing yet. That's my bad. We still need to set up the purchasing. I'm just going to test, so that's all good so far. Let's do the owns pink, change the value here. Let's say, because now I own pink, I would like to equip this purchase. I own the skin though. Huh. Oh. My bad. This needs to say ownSkin.value in our remote handling. So if ownSkin.value equals true. My bad. Maybe you caught that earlier. Maybe you didn't. That's okay if you didn't. I missed that. So, all right. So one other thing, where we have this load character, we need to set this to player::load character. All right. So it actually works really, really well. So you can come into our current server and into your character and the player data, and you can change all these bool values, make sure they're set to true so you can test it. And then you can go in here and go into the shop and try any of these, and it'll say we want to equip the skin because it figures out that we own the skin. So we can hit yes, and the player will see what's happening, but you know what? It works, and it spawns us with the green character, and we can do it for any of these. We can hit blue. Yes, I would like to equip the skin, and it's loaded our character, set us to blue, and it's set us back, and it works for all of these, okay? So we can purchase the red, and it's getting us all nice and ready. Perfect. And we're the red fall guys. So that works wonderfully. Now let's move on to the purchasing. So the purchasing is not going to be hard. What we're going to do here in the remote handling, is we're going to head on to the purchase remote event, and we're going to say, so all we have to say is if player.leader stats, actually first we have to define it, so local currency equals player.leader stats, find first child, and then we can say currency type, and now we can say if currency, currency dot value is greater than or equal to amount, then, so if they have enough coins or crowns, then we want to give them we want to subtract that amount from that, and we want to give them the skin. So we can say currency dot let's just say currency dot value equals currency dot value minus amount. Drop a couple lines, and we can say player dot or local purchased skin equals player colon let's say no, not yet, dot player data colon find first child parentheses, and then we're gonna say owns dot skin, and we can say purchased skin dot value equals true. And then let's just say let's insert one more remote event, and let's do that. Let's call this remote event purchase success. Okay, and we can say game.replicated storage.purchase success colon fire client player comma skin comma we just need the skin, I think. Yep, that should be it. So let's go ahead and let them equip the skin now. So in our equip script right here with our equip, we can just say script.parent.visible, and then we're just going to say right here where it says script.parent.visible equals true, we can say script.parent.text equals would you like to equip the skin space dot skin, and then dot quotation marks question mark. Okay, so this is just going to say would you like to equip the skin, and it's going to tell them what skin they have. And then we can say game.replicated storage dot purchase success dot on client event colon connect function. Perfect. Okay, and we can just say we're going to copy all of this code right here. We're also going to do one more thing in just a moment, and we're going to say skin, okay, and then we're also just going to say purchase success in the text, okay, and that should be it for that. So let's do one more thing real quick, and then I'm going to show you how you can add your very own skins. And in our purchase, in this local script, in the purchase button, where it says game.replicated storage .purchase colon fire server, let's drop a line and say script.parent.visible equals false. Okay, and that should be it. Let's go ahead and test it, and everything should work now. I'm actually really excited about this. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so you can go ahead and head into the server, give yourself some coins, but I'm going to do in command really quickly. So this is just a faster way of doing it. Alright, so I've given myself coins and crowns. Let's open the shop. And let's go ahead. We want to purchase the blue, okay? We do have one more thing to do, actually. Let's hit purchase skin, though. Purchase success. Would you like to equip the skin light blue? So I have a couple things to fix. But we can hit yes. And come on. Boom. Let's go. And we can reset our character. Right? Look at that ragdoll. So we can reset our character, and our character's suddenly gone. That's not good. So that's just a glitch. We may have to actually do one more thing. Let me check something real quick. Oop, my bad. Alright, yep, we have to fix something, alright? So, ooh, wow, lag. Okay, so a couple things we're going to fix. We're going to go into the players and set the respawn time. We're going to set it to 5 again. That means we have to fix a couple other things. We're going to come over here into the remote handling. And we're going to say right here where it says wait 2, we're going to change that to wait 5 in our equip. Sorry about the dog. And then in the equip frame, right here where we have this local script, we also just need to say, instead of .parent.text, we'll say script.parent .text, okay? Let's do the same thing down here. So let's go ahead and get rid of all that and copy this right here. Okay. And then we're also going to say purchase success. Alright. One last thing is we're going to say, this is the equip. So in our purchase right here, we're going to say, where it says script.parent.visible equals false, we're going to say script.parent.parent parent one more, okay, shop frame visible equals false, okay, and that's it for that. So we don't want them to be able to purchase anything else while we're trying to purchase this one right now. And then we also need to give them the coins when they need the coins. So let's go ahead and go into the round handling script. And in here, we're just going to give them the coins every single round. So where it says round over, we're going to loop through all the players, okay? So we can say, yep. Right here, where it says if they are in the game, hold on. So basically at the end of round 1, where it says round 2, okay, and not comment, sorry, what am I talking about? Where it says round 2, we can just, down here where we have this for I, v in pairs, v.character.humanoid frame, drop a couple lines and we can say if v : find first child in game, then we're going to give them some. So when we check to see if they are still in the game, we can say v.leaderstats dot coins. Is that what I called it? I think I called it coins. Dot value equals, and then we're going to copy this right here. Okay, and we're just going to paste it there. Plus, let's give them 10 for each round if they stay alive. Okay, so we can copy this line of code, this brand new code, in our round. This is in our round handling. If I didn't say that already, I can't remember if I did. So let's scroll down to round 3, where we have the same exact code right here. Let's go ahead and drop a couple lines and paste that same code right here. And we also have somebody right here who is going to be the winner. So we have the winner camera. So right here, we know that there's only going to be one person qualified, and that's this person right here. So we can say v.leaderstats crowns.value equals v.leaderstats.crowns.value plus, and then we can say 1. So they get a crown every time they win, and that should work fine. And yeah, I'll just probably test this off camera because I don't have enough. It's gonna lag so bad if I try and do like a 4-person server and record at the same time. But yeah, everything works fine now, and that is it. But let me quickly show you how to make your very own skins. So if you have your very own skin that you want to add, let's just duplicate one really quickly as an example. So you're gonna take the skin you want, make sure it's inside of the equip zone, okay? So let me duplicate this. This is maybe you have another skin right here that you want them to be able to buy. So maybe it's this light green one. Okay. Well, maybe not a light green, but maybe that's like a darker color, like a navy, or maybe it's a darker blue, purple. Maybe it's a purple, okay? So what you're going to do is, all you're going to need to do is you're going to take one, inside of the equip zone, you're going to have like this blue spawn, green spawn, light blue spawn, pink spawn. We can hit Control D, drag it on over here, right over this spawn, okay? So have this new part that's right over this spawn that's invisible. Just duplicate one of these other spawns and name it purple spawn, okay? Or whatever you want it to be called, but it's going to have to be the same exact thing all the time. So let's call this one purple spawn. Oh, wow, we're getting some lag. I'm going to have to finish this soon. We can head into the leader stats, and we're going to take one of these blocks of code, copy it, paste it a couple lines down. Where it says owns green, just call this owns purple. Copy the owns purple right here, and we're going to paste that into all these owns green. So this is adding a new value called purple. And then let's just go ahead and add it right here into the, so let's open the shop really quick. So we have our shop frame. Let's make it visible. Say you want to add one more. Let's just take an example. Hit Control Command D, and it duplicates it, and we have this one right here. So we can move these all around, right? Maybe you have this purple one. All right. Okay. And we're going to change this to purple. And then we're going to, in here, in the Purchase or Equip button, where it says Amount, we can change this to maybe it's going to be worth 10 crowns. And we can change the skin to be purple, the value of these, sorry. And the type is going to be crowns as well. And then here where it says purple, the image, you can select right here where you have image, you can click add image, and you can find an image from your computer, so you can take a screenshot of the purple and add the image right there from your computer. And then the last thing that you need to do is you need to come into the local script, take this one line with the green, copy it, drop a line down, and type in purple, and type in purple for the pink, the green, and right here where it says green dot mouse button one click, that whole function, we're going to change that out for purple, where it says green dot skin. All of these should say purple instead of green, and that is how you add your own skins. So we can close out the shop frame. Obviously, you can make it a scrolling frame and make it larger, but we can hit play and test it out. And this should be the very last thing, and then everything should be working just fine. Again, make sure to test it out with your friends and stuff. Make sure all your errors are clear. Just if it's line for line with my code, then you should have no errors. So make sure it's line for line. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and test it out real quick. Run server, so I'm going to load this real quick, run the server. Okay, so I can open up the shop, and we have our new purple one. Make sure to change the image, and we can say, would you like to purchase the skin? Yes. Purchase success. Would you like to equip the skin purple? Yes. And it will load our character, and we're going to wait a second, and soon it should spawn us, and yep, we have our very own skin. So that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We have one more episode to our Fall Guys series. Do not miss out on that one, because that one's very important. And yeah, so then the game will be complete. And so I'm excited for that one. Hope you are too. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you for the next video.